Now from the KSN Live First Alert Doppler Storm Center, this is your forecast first.
Another beautiful rain-free day in the 4 states. Our Freeman First Alert Doppler radar showing you once again a lack of shower activity. We are going to see our temperatures warm up in the days ahead and a little bit more activity on the Doppler also by early next week. 10 o'clock tonight, fair sky, 71 degrees, sunshine Friday morning at 8 a.m. 65, and we're going to warm up to 78 by noon. And then we warm up even further. I'll tell you how much in just a few minutes. Your Hometown News at 6 starts now.
Live from the KSN studios, this is your Hometown News at 10.
The Jasper County prosecutor is asking the Attorney General to investigate Sheriff Archie Dunn. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tony Valliere.
And I'm Adam.mp4. Prosecuting Attorney Dean Dankelson says his office received information claiming Dunn had used county assets to benefit his re-election campaign. The complaints involved the purchase of coins distributed by Dunn's campaign, with proceeds going to a local breast cancer charity. According to Dunn's attorney, $3,000 of county funds were accidentally used to buy the coins, and the money will be reimbursed. Dankelson's letter also cited an incident at a Joplin High School football game when county law enforcement vehicles were parked near Dunn's campaign tent. Dunn's attorney says the emergency vehicles were at the game to entertain children, and they welcome an investigation by the Attorney General.
Sheriff Dunn's been around long enough. He knows it would be wrong. He's not going to go use county property to promote his campaign. And he's entitled to use the fact that he's an incumbent and what he's accomplished in office for his campaign.
Whenever an elected politician is up for re-election, you have to walk the fine line of what can I do as far as my office is concerned versus what I can do as far as a politician is concerned.
Dankelson says Koster's office will review the information and then decide whether to launch a formal investigation. Authorities are searching for a man who robbed a Miami motel and assaulted an employee. It happened around 1 this afternoon at the Serenity Inn Motel on U.S. Highway 69. Ottawa County deputies say the co-manager of the motel was working in the office when a man asked about renting a room. When the manager went to get a key, the man grabbed her purse, then punched her in the face. The suspect then took $500 out of the woman's purse before taking off on foot. The manager was taken to the hospital with injuries.
She had a pretty good mark on her eye, a big laceration. Other than that, she's fine. She's a little shook up.
The suspect is described as a white male, about 5'7" to 5'10". He has short black hair and a medium build. If you have any information of the suspect's whereabouts, contact the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. Their number is 918-542-2806.
An effort to change the makeup of the Missouri Sex Offender Registry misses the deadline. House Bill 1700 was approved by state representatives but failed to come to a vote in the Senate. The measure would have created a tiered system for sex offenders. It also would have removed some convictions from the list. Lieutenant Governor Peter Kinder says the issue will likely return in the 2013 session.
It sounds like it's a good faith effort at reform. It passed the House overwhelmingly with bipartisan support. We want serious sex offenders to be on that list, and we want them to be dealt with.
And we've got a link to the current sex offender registry at 4stateshomepage.com.
A growing number of people have developed a fear of storms since last year's deadly tornado, but a local group is stepping up to offer support for this growing problem. Karen Herman started the Weather Phobia Support Group of the 4 states to help others suffering from lilapsophobia. It's an extreme fear of tornadoes and hurricanes that she says was diagnosed shortly after the May 22nd tornado. The group began in Miami, Oklahoma immediately after the storm, but has seen increased participation since the meetings were moved to Joplin last month. She says her goal is to keep others, or rather help others, work through a fear that can be paralyzing.
Since I don't have a phobia anymore, and I can enjoy life and get on and do stuff that I had been afraid of. Going out when there's some clouds in the sky or something like that.
Now, if someone would like to join the group, all you have to do is show up at the next meeting. It's at the Joplin Public Library at 6:30 on Friday. The demolition for St. John's Regional Medical Center is ahead of schedule. Project managers say they are more than 4 months ahead of schedule and should be finished by September 30th. So far, crews have cleaned out the interior of the building. They'll start knocking down the original 2 towers in about 3 weeks, and it will take about a month for them to finish. Right now, they're in the process of demolishing the accessory buildings around the towers. Construction managers say the faster they knock down the building, the quicker ones can go up, like Irving Elementary.
This past weekend, we started the daycare building, which is a wood frame structure down below. It's one of the smallest buildings on campus. And that is the last building to come down to allow them to mobilize and start the construction of the elementary school.
After they finish demolishing the building, it will take another 3 weeks to clear the debris and recycle it.
Well, the demolition of Joplin High School is set to be complete within the next 45 days. That's just one of the many projects approved at tonight's school board meeting. The board approved the bid from Gator Demolition for about $644,000 to complete demolition on the high school. Crews will start to remove leftover debris from the high school in the next week to 10 days. The school board also accepted bids to move forward with construction at East Middle and Elementary School and Irving Elementary.
In the next couple of weeks, people start seeing some dirt move out at the east site for the new elementary school and the middle school, and then shortly thereafter we'll start seeing footings poured, and then it won't be long after that before they actually see a block going up and a new building starting to take shape.
The board also voted to accept the resignation of former school board president Ashley Micklethwaite. They will start taking applications in the next 2 weeks to fill the position as soon as possible.
Some Joplin students are heading back to class just weeks after the school year ends. Summer school starts on Monday for the Joplin School District. School officials say about 2,000 students are to enroll. Classes run from June 4th to June 29th. And turning back to weather now, summer has announced its presence with authority.
That's true.
Gary Bandy here with our forecast, the 3rd day in a row in the 80s. Any relief in sight?
Well, it depends how you define relief.
That's
if you
true.
think of relief as warmer temperatures and humidity, I think I got
Not so
something
much.
for
We'll
you.
take
But
it,
those
though.
farmers are looking for rain.
That's true, and I think we're going to try to make some farmers happy at least by early next week. Good chance of showers and some thunderstorms moving in. Full details on that and a full weather forecast when your hometown news at 6 returns. First, though, a look at our almanac on the 7th day of June.
You're watching KSN, your hometown news with Tony Vellier. Weather with meteorologist Gary Bandy. And sports with Eric Kinnett. We are KSN, your hometown news.